day we lit.
Yeah, every day we lit. Yeah, you can't tell me shit. Yeah.
Hey YouTube, I'm back. Okay, we're back for part 3 of the video. I need to stop moving so much because my setup right now is a little shaky, but we're back for part 3 of my life, my truth. Part 3, the final thing. Basically, this is telling you who Ashley is. Grown Ashley, how she became this person, the person that I will always be, the person why I feel like YouTube will be beneficial to me, all of that. Y'all gonna get a background of all of that. If you haven't seen 1 and 2, make sure you check out those videos, give them a like, give them a thumbs up. Let me know how you guys feel about it, whether it's a thumbs down or a thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs it down. If you do like it, thumbs it up. Okay, comment. I hate you. I love you, honey. But yes, okay. So this is what we're gonna do. Okay, honey. Okay, we're gonna talk about part 3. Let's get into part 3. So I left off talking about my mom and how she's so wonderful and everything. Basically, let's run that back. Okay, so my mom is a very kind, caring person, and just like who she was and how she was with us, she was strict, but it was strict in a good way. It was strict for us to understand, like, when you get older, you get your own kids. This is how you need to be. This is how I want you to be. Don't grow up being nobody. Don't grow up being a nothing, you know? So basically, me, the person I am today, I've worked with kids in church. I just naturally gravitate to kids, not in a weird way. I just have that passion. I feel like I speak to kids on a different level. I worked with some kids. This is touching on my video where I was talking about I was bullied at work, but I worked with some kids and I just fell in love with it. Before I got that job, I was working with kids doing I was working at a day center, so it was a elderly daycare, but it had a preschool attached to it, so it was like elderly people and preschool kids. So I was working with the preschoolers. Oh, such an amazing experience, because I was used to working with older kids. This was before I had my own kids. I was always used to working with older kids. I never really gravitated to the babies, even though I love babies. I love babies so much. But I was working with the younger crowd or whatever. It was the cutest thing ever. It was a wonderful experience. And then I got this call from my company saying that we need you to go sub at this school today. So I went and subbed at the school, and I was doing what I needed to do, everything right. But it was just like, basically, I didn't know that I was working with the hiring manager. I didn't know. But I'm just naturally a happy person. Anybody who knows me, anybody who's met me in real life, I'm a naturally happy person. I'm a naturally giddy person. I'm really smiley. I like to talk a lot. I'm just super friendly. So that's just how I was at work. Like, I fit in like I was one of the kids. So one of the coworkers coming to me after our shift, and he goes, "Ashley, have you ever thought about working here?" And I said, "I would love to work here." I said, "I just don't know how to go about it." And then she was sitting at the desk and she goes, "Well, I'm the hiring manager, so you can go through me." And I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah." She was like, she's like, "I've been watching you." And I think this was like my 4th day there. She was like, "I've been watching you in your performance, and you're amazing with the kids. The kids love you. When it's time for them to sit down, be quiet, you grab their attention to where you don't have to say it 5, 10, 6 times. I know that was not in order, but you don't have to say it more than once. You grab their attention, and they're on you, all eyes on you." She was like, "And that's amazing. A lot of people have to go to training for that, and we haven't even put you through a training." And I'm like, I don't know what it is. I said, I just don't know. So she was like, "Basically, just fill out an application." No, she didn't even make me fill out an application. She said, "I'm gonna go ahead and get your new hires packet, period. No interview, no nothing." And I'm like, "Okay." She was like, "Just make sure you go to this place and get your fingerprints done, and I'll pay for the fingerprints. No problem." Okay. So I went and got my fingerprints done. She said, "If your background clears," she said, "you'll be..." So of course my background clears, because period, there's no criminals over here. Mom didn't raise no fool. Okay. So clears. And everything's fine. She was like, yep, your background cleared, so you can officially start working here and you could quit your job with the company who brought you here. And I'm like, okay, yeah, boop. I mean, I'm going from part-time to part-time, but still, this is more pay. And then I'm getting more hours because now I'm working morning and afternoon. So I go ahead and I'm excited about it or whatever. So they hire me. I'm doing great with the kids or whatever. Worked there for a few years. But just to touch on that, it's basically like me being with those kids, and then I started my own family. That's when I had my daughter, and just everything happened. Till one day my mom reached out to me and she goes, Ashley, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no one to watch these kids. The new babies that she just got. The 6 girls that she got. Matter of fact, we have a YouTube channel. It's called Our Life Plus 8 Girls. Our first video will be out this week, and then I will put the link in the description. But please check us out. And subscribe to that channel, please. You are going to want to subscribe. Let me tell you, these little personalities in this house are amazing. Our first official Get Ready With Me video for all of us will be up this Saturday. Is to show you how we get ready and have to be out the house at a certain time with 8 girls. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I had my daughter, and then my mom called me and she said that, she doesn't have anyone to watch the kids and all the other type of stuff. And I go, okay. So I'm really like thinking about it, like, because I'm like, okay, well, my mom stopped everything to be there for us. She did everything to be there for us. Unconditional, no matter what, whether it was going up against somebody, whether it was her cutting people out of her life because they said something hurtful towards us. She's always had her back through everything. I said, what is the only thing you can do, Ashley? And in my head, I said, well, I'm going to have to go up there. I talked to who is now my husband, but back then he was my boyfriend. I talked to him. We were living together, and I told him, I'm like, my mom really needs my help. I said, it's either us going to be away from each other and I come visit you, or you're going to move up there. He was so 100% on board to where he was like, we're going to move. We're going to go do it. We're going to go help your mom. We're going to do it. So a lot of people look at me like, oh, this is where I'm finna put my whole attitude into this video. Because a lot of people look at me and they go, oh, you don't do nothing. You live with your mom and you don't do nothing. Honey, please, take a walk in my shoes. Deal with 8 kids on a daily. And you tell me if that's not a full-time job. Anybody who's a parent, whether you have 1 kid up to 12 kids, know that dealing with kids is a full-time job. It's rewarding. And everything. You have your days where you want to scream and yell, but you gotta understand with these kids, like, okay. And I'm not perfect. I'm not even gonna say that some days I don't scream and yell. I'm going to say some days I do scream and yell, but we get there. It's just how we just bring it back down. So of course I quit everything I was doing, packed my family up, my daughter and my husband, and we came up here with my mom. And ever since then, I've been up here with my mom. I'm her full-time babysitter. My husband works, my mother works. I'm the full-time babysitter. I cook, I clean, I do it all, okay? I make sure the kids are fed. When their hair needs to be washed, that is a 3-part thing. That is me, my husband, and my mom. He washes, I blow dry, my mom braids their hair. Sometimes I straighten their hair. But that is a full-time job for anybody who says it's not a full-time job. But I felt like, why would I just totally give up what I was doing with my mom, for when my mom has done for us? She stopped her life to retake care of kids. I said, I'm going to help her too. I'm going to help her through this whole thing. So that's what I did. So here I am, 26 years old, helping my mom raise 8 kids. And the reason why I say, when people ask, how many kids do you have? Because I always get that question or something like that. Or when they see some of the girls and they don't see all of them, they go, oh my gosh, they're so cute. And I go, yeah, there's 8 of them. Or when they go, oh my gosh, you're so well behaved. And I go, yeah, there's 8 of them. Or when we're stopped in restaurants, because people are amazed that our 8 girls under the age of 11 years old can sit quietly and wait for their food, can pray before they eat their food, can say thank you when their food is brought to them, have manners, can clean up after themselves. People are astonished. They're astonished because they don't understand that the way I train these little girls in this house is to make them be better in the society that we're living in. My generation of growing up, we played outside. We did it all. This generation, they want technology. They all up into TikTok. Not my house. Not this house that I stay in today. Nope. We are about being nice to one another. We are manners. We are, excuse me, Ashley, can I talk to you? Yes, you may. Just 1 second. I'm talking, or I'm on the phone. 1 second. Okay. Your playroom is messed up, clean it up, or it's grounded. We have rules, we have regulations, we have structure in this house. Not only in this house, when we step foot in restaurants, we're structured. So for anyone who has anything to say about, oh, you don't have a job, you don't do nothing, I don't have to. My husband works, my mother works, and my job is to take care of these 8 kids, and 2 of them are biologically mine, and the other 6 are mine because God said they're mine. So don't ever come for me or none of my kids. People says, but you didn't adopt them. Your mom did. Who sat at every meeting when my mom went to those meetings for those kids? Who was the one that took them CPR classes? Who was the one that took seizure classes? Who was the one that took how to deal with kids that are drug exposed? Me. Who was the one that sat there through every meeting with the social worker when it was going back and forth with those kids? Me. The only thing I didn't do was sign their papers. But trust and believe me, that's in the work, honey. That's in the works. I'm about to be their second mommy. When I go to the doctors, I'm their second mommy. When I go up to their school, I'm their second mommy. Can't nobody tell me that I don't got 8 kids. Because every last one of those kids are mine. Blood or not. And that's just my life. And if you want to check out more of my life instead of just seeing me, and you want to see my 8 kiddos, we have a video coming out this week. Please don't forget to click that link in the description box to follow their YouTube channel. You'll see things that they're doing and parties and crafts and personality, and you will get raw and unedited, because I don't know how to edit, raw unedited content, period. You're gonna get it all. If someone falls and they scream, you're gonna get it. If someone's just having a bad day because they're just having a bad day, you're gonna get it. But just remember, this is my family. That's my heart. Join it or don't. But I really think you would want to see these amazing kids. 6 of them. I don't have any perfect kids, let's be honest. But 6 of them are perfect in my eyes. Actually, all my kids are perfect in my eyes. But 6 of them are drug exposed. And the 6 that are drug exposed, you can't tell me that there's anything wrong with those kids, because those kids are perfect. Perfect. From the way they walk, from the way they talk, from the way they dress. All of it. Their skin colors. I don't have no kids that are the same color in this house. None of them. All my kids are different shades of melanin. Different shades of melanin, from light to dark. Different shades of melanin, but I love them all the same. But if you want to find out more about them, check out their YouTube channel. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for putting up with me for this long. Thank you guys for grinding. We're almost there. We just hit 50 subscribers. Yay. Keep sharing. Keep telling people about my video. Like, why wouldn't you not? I promise I'm not gonna look like this the next video. I promise. Y'all don't want to see this no more. I know. But some of the kids are sick, and I feel like I'm getting a little sick, so we're just gonna nurse ourselves back together. I hope these 2 videos hold you guys over for the time being. I will be back to grind. We're not stopping 2020, period. 2020 is our year. Okay. And with that being said, I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching.